Okay, so we have a knife that is pretty popular nowadays. It's a Tanto. It's actually properly called a Tanto, but you've got one area here and another, and there's a corner in between. So you've actually got two shoulders here on the left side and two shoulders on the right side. So this, you don't want to just draw it across like you would with this outdoor knife. You'd round that corner off. So let's do the proper technique so we preserve that corner and the tip both and get it razor sharp, okay? This is a folding knife as well. Okay, here we go. We're going to use the Ken Onion model, the one with the variable speed and the variable angle. We're going to call this a pocket knife, which it is. It suggests on the chart here 25 degrees, so yes, it's set at 25. The speed, low to medium, that's low to medium. Yes, we've set that. It's adjustable down here if you watched the earlier video I just did on outdoor knives. Okay, we're using X65. That's this coarse belt. There's again the 5 belts that come with your Ken Onion. We're using the coarse, the medium, and the fine, these 3. All right? And you want to read your user guide, very important. Okay, there's also other videos on my website. You want to check those out maybe too. Very good. Okay, now we drop the knife onto the belt, up against that shoulder on the right, turn the motor on, and draw it across. Now, sometimes I like to actually put it back on the edge of a table so I can bring my hand down. You might bump the knife on the table if you're working out here, so this way you can come over the edge of the table. Let's do that. And then we drop it on for a second pass. Now when you do this, that corner, you don't want to round it off. So in the book on page 16, it mentions that for the tip of the knife, you don't want to go past that midpoint on the belt. Well, the same thing applies to the corner. You don't want to take the corner of this knife past that midpoint on the belt either. So you'll round the corner or round the tip off if you go past that, all right? So we did 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5, and here's 6. Okay, we're going from here to the corner, and then that should bring a burr around to the other side, and yes, it's there. You can feel it or see it in the light. And then you're going to take the forward part and do that separately. Again, you're holding it up against that shoulder, drawing it across, and not taking the tip beyond the halfway point on the belt. And go 6 to 10 times, and make sure you've gotten your burr over here on the right. Yes, we do. Good. So we've profiled to shape the left shoulder, and now we're going to do the right. Okay, so now we switch over and do that same thing. I'm following the shape of the knife, so I'm coming like this and over the edge of that table and not letting the corner go past the midpoint of the belt. Okay, that's the right side, and our burr's over here on the left. And then up front, there's 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's the forward part of the Tanto, and yes, we have our burr over on the left here. So we've actually profiled it. We've shaped the left shoulder. The belt came down, hit the cutting edge, brought up the burr, and then we switched and did the right shoulder and got the burr on the left. Okay, now we've got a knife that's got a burr on it, so it's not going to cut. You need to remove the burr. Well, what we're going to do now is change this belt and go from our coarse to a medium grit. This would be the X22 belt on the chart there. And put that on over the pulleys, over the top. There we go. And we're going to hone it. We go left, we go right, we go left, we go right. Again, not letting that corner go past the midpoint of the belt and not letting the tip of the knife go past the midpoint of the belt. And the chart in the book suggests 6 to 10 of these, that's per side. Okay, what this has done is taken that burr away and actually brought the knife sharp and kept the corner and tip in good condition. Okay, and now we change again and go to our last belt, the X4. It's a clay material. It's a polishing belt. It's not really an abrasive. And we're going to, same technique as we did on the last belt. This would be like stropping, like the barber would do on a piece of leather where he goes left, right. Because that medium grit belt leaves a little bit of a toothiness in the edge. Because it's still an abrasive. This is a polishing belt. See, I'm polishing my finger now. It's very soft. This takes any toothiness away and gets the knife razor sharp. And it's how you keep a knife sharp, is you strop it once in a while. Now the book suggests that you do 10 of these back and forth, that's per side. We're fine. I haven't done 10, but at this point it's very sharp. It's holding its place on the nail nicely. Let's test it on paper here. We don't get, it's still hard with the wind here, but there it is, razor sharp, up front razor sharp, stabbing and slashing. Yeah, that's a very sharp knife now. Okay, and now that's how you do it. Now, if you happen to have the original sharpener here, then it's actually the same exact process, except that you only have the two belts. You're going to use your red abrasive, and you're going to finish and do the stropping with the purple. So you just have this one will raise the burr, and then you stay on that one side to get the burr on the other, and then this one, and the switch sides, and then this one takes that burr off and gets it very sharp. But that's well explained in the user guide for that machine. Okay, well I think you got it, and that's how you do a Tanto knife, and we are still here on planet Earth. Didn't get blown away too far. There goes stuff out down the parking lot. Okay, thanks guys, bye-bye.